everyone, my name is Rabia and welcome back to my Python for Absolute Beginner series. And in this video, we are going to learn about nested loops. So let's take a look at this Python code, see how there are repeating print statements inside the loop. This works, but it's not a good practice. Instead of repeating similar lines of code, we should use a second loop inside the first one. So by the end of this video, you will understand what nested loops are, how to write them, and how Python executes them step by step. So let's start with an example we just talked about. We have a list of numbers and we have a list of letters, and we want to create a grid where each row corresponds to a number and each column corresponds to a letter. And in this first version, we are repeating the code inside the first loop, and once you run it, you will get your grid as you can see here. Now let's rewrite this code using the nested loop concept. We will keep the outer loop as it is, and then instead of repeating the code for the letters array, we will write our inner loop for the letters. As you can see here, we have our numbers array, we have our letters array, and then we have our first loop for the number and the second loop for the letters. And once you run this cell, you will get the same grid as we have seen earlier. So this version is cleaner, shorter, and more flexible. So let's see that why nested loops are better. They are better because if you want to add more columns, let's say, all you need to do is update the list. We don't need to change the loop at all. We simply rerun the cell and the grid automatically expands. That's the power of the nested loops. So let's understand how Python actually executes this particular code step by step. So Python starts with the outer loop, number becomes 1, then enters the inner loop, and the letter becomes A, and Python prints 1A. And similarly, again, letter becomes B, and then it's C, and it prints 1B and 1C respectively. Inner loop finishes, Python runs the last print command to move to the next line, and then outer loop continues, number becomes 2 and then 3, and similarly inner loops runs again to print 2a, 2b, 2c, and 3a, 3b, and 3c respectively. So important rule here is that Python always completes the entire inner loop before moving to the next iteration of the outer loop. You can think of it like this: outer loop chooses the row, inner loop fills in the columns. So when to use nested loops? When you have a multi-dimensional data, it's always a good idea to use nested loops. Like, for example, if you want to calculate student test scores, or you want to calculate the image and their pixels. So there is a quick warning that nested loops can become slow when working with the large data sets. So we can use another concept which is called parallel processing. But in this particular video, we will just focus on understanding the concept of nested loop. So awesome. Now you understand how nested loops work, how Python executes them, when to use them, and when performance might matter. If you would like to practice, check out the notebook link below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notification. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.